In Sweden, for instance, the national legislative body is known as the Riksdag. The elections to county councils, municipal assemblies are all held together once every 5 years. In Belgium, one can vote in 5 different types of elections in one go, but elections for the federal parliament are held coinciding with European elections. In South Africa, elections are held for National Assembly, provincial legislature and municipal councils in a 5-year cycle. The rules are different for both the polls, but the key point to note here is that all these elections are held simultaneously. Indonesia held the joint presidential and legislative polls together concurrently this year. So it's not like this cannot be done or hasn't been done. The constitution also is not set in stone. India has amended it in the past. It can be done again if there is political will and support, and that's a big if. And the latest on this front, the government has in fact decided to form a committee to look into the proposal and give suggestions on one nation, one poll. So this is still work in progress. Now, a story that will resonate with many states in the country. The Indian Army has demanded the extension of the controversial Armed Forces Special Powers Act, or AFSPA, in the state of Assam. The demand comes from the security forces engaged in counter-insurgency operations in Assam. A 1-year extension of AFSPA is what they want. Let's first spell out what is AFSPA. As I said, the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Under this act, the armed forces are empowered to enter any premises and arrest any person without a warrant. This is a special power. This act was imposed on Assam at the peak of insurgency back in 1990, so it's going to be almost 30 years now. For the last 29 years, in fact, it has been repeatedly extended. Now, there have been demands from various sections in Assam to withdraw the act. They say that insurgency is a thing of the past now, at its lowest ebb since 1990. Why continue with such a stringent law, they ask. But security agencies say that recent incidents highlight the need for a stringent act like AFSPA. Officials say that police needs the army to fight the insurgents. And the army, in turn, needs the AFSPA to deal with militants spread out over a porous interstate border. And there have been recent incidents to bolster this point. The army officials point to the murder of an MLA in Arunachal Pradesh this month. There was an explosion that took place in Assam's capital, Guwahati, last month. Police say that there is a large number of ULFA activists in Assam. In fact, the state police also backs AFSPA. They are in the middle of a very contentious exercise, the state in Assam, updating the National Register of Citizens, or the NRC, a controversial matter. The police wants the army, they want AFSPA at a time like this. The updated NRC list will be out only on the 31st of July, so still some time to go. The security forces believe that ULFA leader Paresh Barua is still in command. They say that tougher acts are needed to maintain law and order in the state. The word in Assam is that ULFA is on a hiring spree. To deal with the group and to prevent disillusioned youngsters from joining the militant group, AFSPA, we are told, is required. Now, Upper Assam, which shares a border with Arunachal Pradesh, is the hotbed of ULFA movement. The government has already lifted AFSPA in Meghalaya, Tripura and parts of Arunachal Pradesh and Manipur, but it still remains in force in Assam and Nagaland. And by the looks of it, it may not be lifted in a hurry.